May be the most controversial law in Utah education.
Yeah, it's called equalization. And tonight, one school district superintendent says the law is robbing it of hundreds of thousands of dollars, but another person says equalization is a godsend.
Chris Jones and our Beyond the Books unit has been digging into this. Chris tells us if you mention equalization to educators, you're likely to start a fight.
Guys, when it comes to equalization, no one is neutral on the subject. You either love it or you hate it. Tonight, both sides of this fiery topic.
So we'll stay mainly right around here, huh?
Yeah. Take a tour with Sam Oplenop.
So this is called the Grassy Creek subdivision.
And the Summit County real estate agent will show you buying a house in Camas and the surrounding area.
About 4 1/4, 425.
Is going to cost a lot.
That one could easily be about 600,000.
It is one of the items that causes challenges for us.
The housing market is one issue, making it harder for Shad Sorensen, the superintendent of South Summit Schools, to find teachers, in part because he can only pay a starting salary of $42,000. The other issue is something far more controversial. It's called equalization. It is a state plan that takes some property tax money from wealthy districts like Park City and South Summit and gives it to less affluent districts like tiny Tintic schools in Juab County.
At least $500,000 went from the taxpayers in this area for the equalization.
But $500,000 would that solve all your problems?
I don't know that it would solve all the problems, but it would certainly help.
Sorensen says South Summit is still just a rural district. Its proximity to Park City is what has driven up the home values, and it makes South Summit seem more wealthy than it really is. All this, Sorensen says, is why South Summit is bleeding teachers.
How many teachers have you lost this year alone, would you say?
I know of at least 8 teachers that we lost because of compensation.
So Beyond the Books decided to dig into the numbers. In 2018, the state reallocated $164 million from wealthy districts to less affluent ones.
Equalization has been great for the Morgan School District.
And thanks to equalization, cash-strapped Morgan County, with a yearly budget of $12 million, has received more than $2 million in new money over the last 3 years.
So it's enabled us to lower our class sizes, to increase our teacher salaries.
Is equalization a good thing? I would say yes.
State Representative Brad Last says equalization is necessary. Take Park City again, for example. Its property values are so high that when they tax, they can bring in 10 times as much money as the average Utah district.
The whole idea with equalization is trying to create an equal educational opportunity for all children in the state.
Hit this house right here. 455,000.
Back on the house hunt with Sam, he'll keep looking for the perfect home, and Utah superintendents will continue to fight for the perfect balance for their kids.
I think the people and the children in Morgan are entitled to equal funding just like everybody else.
It is heartbreaking and it is difficult because our students deserve the very best.
And it is not just small school districts who get some of that equalization money. Granite, Nebo, and Alpine, the largest districts in the state, get some of that money too. Also, if you have an education story that you think we should investigate, there's our contact info on the screen.